Hey guys, what's up? Thrower here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pikmin. In the last episode, we went back to the impact site, got the final treasure that was lying awaiting there, and we raised up our blue amount to what we should never need any more than, which is 192, I believe. Something ridiculous like that. Anyway, in this episode, we are hopefully going to be able to get all the ship parts back, at least, if not all. We will be getting 2 of the 3. And with that, hopefully we'll be getting the Forest of Hope done in this episode. I wouldn't hold my breath over it, but you never know. See if we can get them all into one little area right here, since the one's picking up the grass, or the flower Pikmin. And we're just going to run them straight through. Did that work? All flowers, very nice. Didn't even have to go to the second set of grass. We're going to take 55 of these guys with us. And we're going to go start building that bridge. But first we got to take out this spotty bulb orb yet again. Where are my other 6 Pikmin? Where are my other 3 Pikmin? There's one of the idiots right there, of course. Guys, what are you doing? Stop making me think I lost a Pikmin to a dwarf bulb orb. You're driving me crazy. But you do want to be careful whenever you're coming up to this bridge, because there are sheer grubs. I see you there. I'm not stupid, buddy. I see you. Yeah, you better run back there. There are 5 in total, as I've already had a failed recording. I know how many there are. Fortunately, I didn't get ambushed by any of these guys. It was that same idiot that you've seen like 2 episodes ago or 3 episodes ago, the one that was driving by my house and making a whole bunch of noise. Same dude. This is the same recording session, same idiot. 1, 2. Alright, good. We got them both taken care of. The rest of these are all white sheer grubs. Hey! Hey! The reason you want to take out the sheer grubs is they can actually mess up your bridge that you're building. I think they can, like, erase the work you do on it. So you want to avoid that. Let's take 30 of them and bring them across the river here, or pond. These guys right here, I believe, are called wogpoles. Don't quote me on that. But the wogpoles are actually completely harmless. In fact, they will run away from you, which is strange because the adult version of them is the Wallywog, which is definitely one of the hardest non-boss enemies in this game, if not the hardest. Or at least the most difficult to not lose Pikmin on. So now that we got those guys working on 2 bridges, we are going to take the remaining ones and have them start working on one of the gates, one of the 2. They should get it taken down fairly quickly, so that'll be nice. So we will send them through this water and get them started on this gate right here. Meantime, we'll go back to the bridges, because one of them can get built pretty quickly. The other one takes a little bit of work. And so I'll probably move the Pikmin onto the second bridge and have them continue on when I come back to the gate, because the gate does not take long to bring down with 45 flowered Pikmin. And they'll be pretty close to being done by the time I get there. Not quite, but pretty close. Oh, wow. Wonderful timing, guys. With only 25, they sure got that done pretty quick. And we'll just send them back over here. And while they're continuing to work on that, I will go check on the gate, because it will probably be done by the time we get there. See if we can hear the noise. Yep, good timing. I should totally edit that in. I'm not going to, though. That'd be kind of funny. If I did, that was a very good edit. But no, I didn't. See? All taken care of. So now that they got the first gate taken care of, there's actually another one straight up the hill. Now, you don't have to use blues to take this down. You can always toss them up the cliff, but you did have to use blues to take down the gate, because Olimar has to go through the area that the gate was at. So, now that that is taken care of, we'll go back here and see how their progress is doing on the other bridge. That gate's going to take longer to break down, so they'll get the bridge done before this. They're almost done with it right here. They got one more section to build. Something interesting about building this bridge, or any of the bridges really in this game, is this may only be in the Wii version or only in the GameCube, or maybe both, but whenever you build the bridges, it actually, if your Pikmin are under them whenever the bridge is completed, they will die. But now we found the Sagittarius. My son gave this to me as a present. It brings to mind visions of my son back home on planet Hakate. Oh, to be back there right now. For those of you that don't know, the Sagittarius, along with the other 11 signs, are in the signs of the Zodiac, and Zodiac is essentially just, it gives you different fortunes a lot of the time. It's like, you know, you can check your Zodiac prediction for the day or whatever, but it's based on what month in the year you were born, or around what time of the month of the year you were born. So, you know, you'll have Sagittarius. Another part you'll find later on is called Libra, and that's what his daughter gave to him. Mine is Aquarius. That's all I really know, though, about the signs, is the two that are in this game, and the fact that mine is Aquarius. Which means I was born somewhere between late January and mid to late, or somewhere between late January and mid to late February. So my birthday's already come and gone, so too late for wishing me a happy birthday. I'm sure some people already did, though. I've seen the comments, and I did appreciate them. But of course. So now that we got all but these 30 working on the gate, I'm going to swap these 30 out for the red ones, because it's easier to do damage with the red ones. It's easier to fight with them, I should say. Because they do ×2 battle damage, so let's go ahead and put these 30 blues back, and take out 30 reds once they are safely stowed away within the onion. 870. Alright. Unfortunately for me, I don't have many reds that are flowered up, so we're going to grab this nectar and work on that right now. Did not get all of them, but I got a pretty good amount right there. I'd like to have all of them, though. Well, did we get them all? Apparently we did. Okay, cool. I can deal with that. And I believe they just took down that gate, because I think I heard it. Make sure you don't take your Pikmin back through the water, because remember, red Pikmin cannot survive in the water, so don't do that. Throw them up here, and then have Olimar go through the water. You can fight with yellows too, but throw them up there the same way, but I don't know why you would fight with yellows. There's absolutely no reason to fight with yellows in this game. At all. Unless you're going to, like, throw a bomb rock at something. Which you do have to do that for the final boss, but aside from that, there's no reason to. I'm just going to disband the blues right here and let them go crazy with the grass right here, in case I need nectar, because they're all flowered up. I don't have to worry about them using it. Using and abusing it. Alright, so here we have the armored cannon beetle. And what you need to do with this guy is whenever he's about to shoot one of those boulders at you, you simply just shoot Pikmin and hit him in the nose, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it. You shoot him in the nose, and then he'll open up his back, and that will expose his weak point. Just get up right up under him and throw him as fast as you can, and you can take him down in exactly one round, just like I did. Sometimes it might take 2, but if you do it with that method, it really does not take that long. But now, we have found the radiation canopy. This turns the harsh condition of deep space into soft infrared rays that are easy on the body. I'll sleep like a baby once I get this back on the ship. Well, that's nice, Olimar. That's very nice. And the reason I took 30 reds also because it's easier to fight that guy with a smaller group than a larger one, because the boulder can cover a range, and the more Pikmin you have, the wider your range of getting hit is. But now that that's taken care of, or aside from that reason, it would take 30 to bring the canopy back, so that's always good. I'm going to put back all but 25 of my blues. You only need 10, I believe, but I'm going to take another 15 with me just in case. And I'll pull out... I don't want to pull out a lot of reds. I got 30 with me right now. That should really be enough, actually. I think I'll just stick with that amount. This is another boss that we're going to come up fighting here in a minute, which we might actually be able to beat it. I'm going to lose a lot of Pikmin to it, I'm going to tell you that right now. But you really don't want a huge amount fighting this one either. And since we're waiting, let's go ahead and speed this up. You can have 50 carrying it, so we'll have 5 that aren't able to do anything, but... No, I didn't mean go beat up the pellet posy. Jeez. So mean to those things, guys. Really, what did they do to you? Alright. Sun visor, or whatever you want to call it. Radiation canopy. You'll notice that some stuff like the radiation canopy and also the Sagittarius... believe it or not, or you can actually see the visible signs for some of these. Some of them you cannot, but there are a few you can see. Which is kind of an interesting little thing that they put in this game. Some of them can be seen, some of them can't. I want to try to get that one bud Pikmin. I might take another 10, but nah, forget it. The longer I stand here deciding, the longer it's going to be to take down that enemy. These guys are back, but I'm not going to worry about them because they're not in the way this time. You know what I just realized, though? We are going to need yellows because I did not destroy that wall from earlier, so I'll be right back, guys. They're in a safe location. I don't think anything's going to reach them. We only need 3 yellows, so... Alright, guys, let's go. I mean, technically we could just use 1, but I'd rather have 3. Just for the sake of having to not do it individually, we'll just do it all at once. It's going to be weird having 58, an odd number of Pikmin here, because I'm going to be like, did I lose 2 Pikmin? When I clearly didn't. Guys, don't do that. Actually, you know what? Since you're going to get distracted by it, go ahead. Where's that? Okay, yeah, he's way over there. He's not going to do anything. Take these 3. Let him have some bomb rocks. Dude, I see you right there. You don't have a bomb rock. And let's go ahead and break down this final barrier. Remember last time I said we couldn't do anything behind here. But now we can because we have blue Pikmin. Well, aside from fighting those spotty Bulborbs, but they would have respawned most likely, so... I'll tell you what right now, though, if I don't get the ship part back, we're going to be seeing the next day, just me carrying the ship part back. Great, there's a dwarf Bulborb right in the center of these guys. No, no. Maybe that would actually be coming handy. He might go back to sleep in another location. Oh wow, he didn't really follow me that far. Now if I can just kill this first one without waking him up. I know one of them tripped right there. Yeah, get back over here, you moron. Actually, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to have enough time to fight this boss right here. Fighting bosses takes a long time. Nope! I knew you were going to do that, and the answer is no. You cannot take that back to base. I'm going to go ahead and wake this guy up and turn him around. We should be able to defeat these guys in a... See if we can get him to turn around and go back to sleep here, because if we can do that, it'll be easy to take him out, because we won't have anything else facing him. Alright, he's back asleep, and destroy! Okay, there's all of them. And same song, second verse. Good job, guys. Alright, really quickly, before we run out of time here, let's go ahead and get this set up at the very least. That's the least we can do here. Only need 10 of them, but we're going to take all 25, so it'll get done quicker. Take them through the water, and throw them up here. And they'll be able to push this box for us. Get him to push it as far back as it'll go here. And the boss is actually up there, but we're going to fight him on the next day. But you guys are going to see the next day in this episode. So, I'm not going to worry about that for now. Granted, most of the day was either breaking down gates or fighting the armored cannon beetle. Actually, the armored cannon beetle did not take as long as I thought he would. I mean, he only took 1 round of battling, so that's pretty good. The next one we're going to be fighting will take much, much longer. Make sure I got them all with me. One of them tripped, didn't they? Another flower Pikmin, most likely. Leaves are actually less likely to, or more likely to trip. Leaves and buds are supposed to be, but it seems like lately the only ones that have been tripping are the flower. I don't know why. we'll go ahead and throw them all back into here. Even if they don't make it back into the onion in time, it's not that big a deal for the simple fact that they will be considered inside of the base, so... Why can't I... Okay, whatever. We do have them all, so that'll work. Still none left behind, and I don't believe we lost any today, so that's good. Because we took the armored cannon beetle out in one round, so unless he got one on a Pikmin that I wasn't aware of, I think we didn't lose any today. Which is always nice. Like I said, I'm not going for a perfect run. I'm sure somebody's already been like, oh, yeah, you're so bad at playing this game, I can speedrun through this in so over days. So I don't care. If you've been with me for a while, you gotta admit this is going much better than it did the first time I did this project. By a mile. Good, we did not leave any behind. I didn't think we did, but you never know. 6 days since impact. The Pikmin always carry their prey back to the onions. Yes, they do, even when you tell them not to! Sorry. Anyway, close observation indicates that taking food pellets to the onions of the same color results in the release of larger numbers of Pikmin seeds. I've also found ways to group Pikmin by color. I can hold A to grab one for a moment, or I can press X to dismiss them all. Yep. Sprouted none, lost in battle none, left behind none. Yep, it wasn't about that. It was about getting that ship part and breaking down all the gates and getting ready for getting the final ship part in the Forest of Hope, which we're going to be doing also in this episode, so... Continue to watch this, because we're not at the end of the episode yet, obviously. We're going to be going back to the Forest of Hope one more time and getting that final ship part. Probably losing quite a bit of Pikmin this time. This is not going to be pretty. I'm going to warn you right now, I am really, really bad at fighting this boss. Like, really bad. I'm just going to say it right now. I'm not good at fighting this boss. I'm kind of tempted to use reds, so we'll go with red. I'm just going to go with 40. Once again, like the Armored Cannon Beetle, I think I've already said this, like the Armored Cannon Beetle, this is a boss that's a lot easier to fight if you have a lower number of Pikmin. But I also won't have enough because I know I'm going to lose like 12 at least, so I might bring more. Yeah, I'll go ahead and bring 5 more. That's not that much of a difference, but eh. We'll have plenty of time to take out this boss. We can take him out in a whole day. The final boss actually will take up most of your day. In fact, the day before I fight the final boss, you will actually see me a preparation video for getting ready for the final boss, because he will take almost a full day to beat and carry the treasure back. That's how long he takes to finish. Hey. Alright, good. They're kind of in an awkward formation here. And once again, a flower Pikmin tripped. Would you like to join the rest of the class? Thank you! This time the spotty bullworms might be in the way. Dude, I see you being an idiot over there. Go ahead, I know you want to. Happy now? Good. Because now we won't have to deal with you. This is going to be really annoying, so I'm going to split these guys up into groups and carry them into smaller groups across this, because if they fall in the water, they're as good as dead. I don't trust that either. I should really rather have less than that, like 20. I know I'm being stupid about this. I probably have more room than I realize, but... Okay, be careful going into this area. I'm just going to set them right down here. And 2 of them came back, so... Get out of here. Now, there are actually quite a number of enemies that are the same things in there, but you only have to beat one of them. And I'm trying not to set any of them off, in case you couldn't already tell that. Carry 13, and then we'll take the other 12 next time here. Ugh, this is really, really nerve-wracking. I know this is going to be, like, complete chaos. You guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, he's so bad at this game. He was doing so well. Why is he sucking against this one freaking enemy type? Because I'm not good at fighting him. You'll notice the ship part is way over there in the corner. And what that means is the enemy we're going to be fighting is way over there in the corner. And if I can not activate any of the ones except for the one I want to activate, that'd be great. He's probably around here. He's farther up. Oh, here's a nice little cubby hole, I guess. We can use this to our advantage. We're facing right at him, so... Hey! I see you! Hey! Stay away from me. No! Great, I activated another one of them. You better stay away from me, you Snagret. This is the Burrowing Snagret. These things are very, very irritating because they can essentially pop up anywhere they want to. And the best way to take care of them is throwing Pikmin at their head. I tend to lose Pikmin like crazy against these guys because I just don't have any luck fighting them at all. They always pop up in really inconvenient spots for me, and I just don't have any luck with them. Especially because I can't seem to ever hit their heads. The good thing about these guys, though, is they will tend to burrow in the exact same spot, and you'll notice sometimes they kind of mess up like that whenever they're trying to get out of the burrowing phase. Sometimes they'll mess up, and so that can make it a little bit easier for you. Some people like to wait until they mess up, and I can fully understand that. But now that we've beaten him, it's the Geiger counter. Every spaceship needs one of these, but I don't exactly know what it's for. Every once in a while, it goes wild and lets out a lot of noise, but I never pay much attention to it, so it doesn't do much good. I should really read one of that manual these days. Olimar, you know what a Geiger counter does? It measures radiation. Yeah, you might want to maybe pay a little bit more attention to that. Hey, I see you right there. Get out of the water. Get out of the water. Stop being stupid. Now, that's really hard for Pikmin to do a lot of times, but yeah, that was a train wreck of a battle. Good Lord. I only lost 6, which is pretty dang good for me. I'm sure some people are like, oh my gosh, you lost 6 Pikmin to that guy? What an idiot. But whatever. I don't much care. I did a pretty good job at getting that, so. Reason I put the reds away and came back for blues is because the blues will try to carry it through the water, and they can, unlike the reds. I think we only need, like... Surely we don't need more than 30 for this thing. I mean, surely not. And the blues can go through the water at the beginning, too. All I'm worried about is activating another Snagret, because they will still be there even after you beat the one with the Geiger counter in it. Get up. I'm just glad the second one that we activated did not come back, because if he had, that would have been really irritating. I do not like those guys, and from what I've seen in Pikmin 2, they're still just as annoying. In fact, I know they have another variation in Pikmin 2, which I'm really glad is not in this one. I believe it's called the pileated Snagret. Yeah, some are going to fall off here, but I don't care. I'm going to just dismiss them and pick these guys up. Maybe. And we're just going to maneuver our way around to the Geiger counter. Without hopefully activating any of these things. If we do, we're just going to grab it and run. Yeah, we're going to activate a few of them, but oh well. What is this guy doing? Idiot. Alright, home free. Yeah, I don't care about those guys. They run away from you. We already discussed this last day. They're not going to do anything to me. I don't pay much attention to the Geiger counter and it measures radiation. Occasionally, you know, apparently I got a lot of radiation going on, but I really don't pay much attention to it. I guess if you're really worrying about getting destroyed by poisonous oxygen, then maybe radiation doesn't do much to you. So we'll go ahead and put those guys up. And the Geiger counter is back. And it installs itself right on the front of the ship, too. Geiger counter. This noisy gauge is always letting off spontaneous clicks and buzzes. It can be kind of annoying. If only he knew what it did. And now if he can find just one more, he should be able to increase his ship's capabilities, but we don't have any more parts left in this area. So I'm going to store all my Pikmin. I'll go ahead and make sure there aren't any. Yep, none left. There would be some stars on the map if there were, but there aren't. And now, if you hit start, you can get 3 options. Continue, go to sunset, or continue from last save, which would be going back at the beginning of day 7. And we're just going to go directly to the sunset, which is essentially ending the day. You can end it whenever you want. I could spend time raising up Pikmin, but I really don't want to, so... And that will be boring anyway. So we're just going to end the day. All the Pikmin are safe in their onions, so we did not leave any behind. I still want to see how many Pikmin I lost after that train wreck against the Burrowing Snagret. I think I lost 6, because I think I came out with 39, and I brought 45 into the battle, but not pretty. Not pretty at all. The worst part about that is like, I'm sure some people are like, wow, you made it look pretty good, because I'm sure there's a full range. Losing 6, I think, is the best I've ever done against a Burrowing Snagret. 7 days since impact. When I see Pikmin engaged in the first battle with other creatures of this world, I often grow uneasy, wondering why they never attack me. Could it be that they actually view me as a parental figure? A strange, disturbing thought. Not really disturbing, I guess. Yeah, I lost 6 in battle. Good lord. You're stupid, man. I've never been good at fighting those, though. I've said that like 5 times now. I'm really bad at fighting those things. So, like, if I see somebody lose 20 to the Snagret, I'll be like, hey, you did a pretty good job compared to what I normally do. I usually lose, like, 25 of them or something ridiculous like that. The fact I only lost 6, I will take that. So let's go ahead and save. And with all the parts of the Forest of Hope taken care of, all the parts in the impact site taken care of, we only have one area we can currently explore, and that is the Forest Navel. So we will be going there next time on Let's Play Pikmin, and hopefully getting at least a few parts. We just need one more to fly to the new area, but I'm going to be trying to get all the parts, or I will be getting all the parts until I'm done with the Forest Navel. So if I can just get like 2 parts for each day, I'd be content with that, because the Forest Navel is a very scary place to navigate for me. Mostly because of the Wallywogs, but also Shearwigs and Fiery Blowhogs. But whatever. The bosses in that area really aren't that difficult, but we'll get into those later. So, I will see you guys in the next one. Later, folks.